Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Miss Bliss 52. This is the sheet I usually use for practice purpose, and I've been using the sheet for 2 years now, and you can see the condition, it is still so good. So you also can use it very convenient also, and stain free. You can erase things quicker. So let's see, we'll be practicing one more design today. So the design that we will be doing today is called a negative filling design, one of the most popular designs that is used in bridal mehendi and also in Dubai style mehendi. So you should definitely know how to do this. This design you can do on your clients or your hands, front hand or back side, any which ways will look good. Now we'll be starting this design with a flower. This flower we have done earlier and I have shown in my previous videos. So if you haven't seen, you can go and check my previous videos. So yes, after doing this flower, make sure that you draw this line in order to know that you have to do all the other elements in the given area only. Okay, so yes, after completing the flower, we'll be doing small elements which are connected to one another, especially the leaves. The leaves are an essential part of this design. It should be, don't always put leaves in one direction. Make sure the leaves are in different directions and they are falling inside the line only. You cannot go outside the given line. Okay, then we'll be doing these curves and we have to fill up the space in between, so make sure you're not doing it very dark, and in the leaves you have to draw that line as well. I'm covering the remaining area, you cannot leave any area empty, so we have to cover the area with something or the other. If you don't have much space, you can make a circle as well. Okay, now I'll be filling up this space. It's very important that you do not lift your hands very often while doing negative filling, and there should be consistency in coloring. You cannot just scribble around while doing negative filling. As you can see over here, I am keeping one single pressure over here. You cannot change the pressure of your cone. If you do so, you may end up messing around with this design. And also one important thing you need to keep in mind, that these elements need to be big enough, because if you fill, then these elements will look very small. So you have to keep these elements quite big, because once, as you can see, once I'm starting coloring, the elements are already looking smaller. So make sure that you follow this while you are doing negative fillings. Now as you can see, it's not in line, so I'll make one more line and I'll fill up the remaining space with mehendi. Yes, as you can see, so this can give a more appropriate look. Once you are done with this, in order to give it a finished look, on both the ends I'll be doing hums. If required, you can go for 2 layers of hums, or only a single layer is sufficient, because we need to show the design as complete and not incomplete. So these small things you need to make sure that you understand while doing negative fillings. Okay, many people do one more line and then go over, but it depends from design to design. Okay, so your client doesn't needs to wear any bracelet if you do this design, because this will already give you a bracelet look. And then finishing off with the designs with some dots and leaves. The other end I'll be doing the leaves. You can check it out, and the leaves need to be really small. Okay, we cannot put leaves very big, because then that will be the emphasis of the design and we don't want that to happen, right? So here we are done with the band. This band, if you want to take it in a slant way also, you can do it, or you can take it in any angle you want to. I have taken it in a bracelet because I like bracelet look. Now what I'll be doing, we have done this bunch rose also earlier. I think in my very first or second video I shown you this bunch of flower that you can do accompanied by leaves. As you can see, my leaves are at a certain angle, so you also need to make sure that you draw your leaves at a certain angle and then followed by some other leaves. Yes, we will be filling up this design. So as I mentioned earlier, you need to keep these elements really big. Okay, if you keep it small, then your design will be a mess up. Okay, so and the remaining spaces I have filled up with circles. Now as I told you, you cannot lift your hand very often. Make sure that only in one attempt you try to cover all the colorings in this part. Yes, and you need to be very, very neat here. If you want, and keep only one pressure of your hands while you are doing this design, negative fillings. Okay, so one side of it is complete. Now I'll be doing the another side. If you want, you can take only one band, but two bands always look better, right? So I'm taking two band negative filling, and the same thing I'll be repeating here with a different angle of leaves and other designs, covering most of the space of your backhand. Okay, remaining areas I'll put a circles look really, they make the design look beautiful. And now I'll be filling up the rest of the design, and you can imagine the color that will come for designs like these. Bridals go meet, I always use negative fillings for my bridal mehendi because they give a very good emphasis, and then surround it with very tiny and minimal mehendi because it looks very beautiful like that. So you can see I finished the look. Now I'll keep the other two fingers light. I don't want it to look very heavy, so I'll just do some leaves and finish this design off, and some lines, because I don't want my emphasis on these two fingers because I'll be decorating it with my rings. So I'll keep it a little lighter on both the ends with humps and dots like we had started the design of it. Okay, so this is about this design. I hope you like my mehendi. And wait, I still have something to show you at the end. So this is the entire look of my mehendi. Check it out. Now I'll be erasing this, and you can see how easily this has come off from my sheet. Okay, so I just used a random unused cloth, and I'm erasing all of my design, and in split of time